is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Espresso, on SABC3. Now, before the break, we made a beautiful vegetable stock. I was convinced that it can be a soup as well. You can even chuck up and cut up your vegetables and put it back into the stock. But we're using it because we're taking all our classic dishes and we're making it a little bit more healthier. Michael, thanks for being on the show once again.
Lovely
so we're making a whole wheat mac and cheese.
Yep.
Okay. And we're literally cutting your nice and fatty cheese sauce into half.
Absolutely.
Okay, so how do we make this?
So what we do is we make a roux first.
Yeah.
And the roux is just butter and flour.
Right.
Melt the butter.
I wonder if we can put this one on.
You think that's going to be a more serious one, do you?
There we go. Now we can see it.
To get a bit more heat around the sides when you're doing something like this.
All right, so we put the butter in the...
So you put the butter in, melt the butter down, and then once that's all melted, then you add the flour to it. And then what you do is just for a short while, you cook the flour, and then you add the rest of the ingredients.
All right, so we cook a little bit of that.
There we go, butter's all gone.
Flour goes into... How long do you cook it for?
Well, you really just need to cook just for a couple of minutes. I'll just show you. It sort of makes a
little paste.
A little paste, yeah.
Okay.
And then everybody has a different idea as to what you should do and how you should do it. And some people add it little by little. I like adding the whole lot together.
Yeah, why wait?
And then, so we'll put in, say, about half of what we've got there.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No problem. We're cooking. Haha. Okay, so all of that in there.
Yeah, and then you see it's already starting to thicken.
Okay.
So if you just stir there, we'll put a ladle or two
of our homemade vegetable stock. Now, earlier we made our stock, and the keyword was stock to 33728. This time around, we're incorporating half of it together with half of our cheese sauce to 33728. Our keyword is cheese to 33728 because we're making a beautiful mac and cheese from it. Okay, so half our vegetable stock goes in there.
Yeah, so now what we do is we just simply wait for it to come to the boil. We can just add some salt and a bit grounded pepper.
All right. You love pepper, huh?
Oh, I love pepper.
I also do. I love chili as well. Can't I put chili in this?
Yeah, you could put chili in it, but it's not really
child-friendly.
Sort of made for chili. It's just taking a bit of a while to come to the boil.
No, but we know that you're so good at it, and I see that there's already a ready-made sauce there, so you cheated it really carefully.
We'll put a little grating of nutmeg in there.
Oh, it smells good.
It does smell good.
Yeah, it really does. Okay, so after our nutmeg, how do we get the rest of it in here?
Well, then we've got the cheese, the cheddar cheese and the parmesan cheese.
Okay. I like how you mix the two. Is it just for taste?
Yeah, you know, the parmesan's got that wonderful sort of lovely sort of sour milk flavour to it. A nice matured parmesan, you know, about a year old. Whereas the cheddar is probably 2 to 3 months old and just gives you that nice fullness to the sauce. So things happening there.
Yeah, it's a little bit thicker. It's doing its thing.
Good. Well, I think
let's
what
go with
we'll do is we'll get on with the rest. Now, what we've done here is we've taken some tomatoes, sliced them, put a bit of olive oil on, salt and pepper, and a couple of sprigs of thyme.
You've just sun-dried your own tomatoes.
Absolutely.
That's incredible.
So there we go.
So into our little pan. Okay.
And then here we've got some of that sauce.
The sauce that now is ready. Okay.
Yep. And we've got some whole wheat noodles here.
So you add the actual sauce to the noodles.
Add the sauce to the noodles.
Right. Could you add more cheese in there?
You could if you wanted to. Absolutely.
Okay.
But we're trying to keep things a bit light here, so.
Okay, I see our sauce on this side is starting to boil now only. Okay, so
yeah, it does take a little while.
It does take a little while.
Good,
right,
so here we've got
our
macaroni with the cheese sauce. Yeah. And we've got some tomatoes in the base of our dish. And then we put a layer of
our whole wheat.
Of the macaroni on top.
Slim-lined.
Absolutely.
We say slimline because we've used half of it of our sauce with vegetable stock, and the rest, of course, the conventional cheese and milk mixture. All right, so once this is done, what do we do?
Once we've got that on, then we just put some more tomatoes on top.
Yeah.
And then once that's done...
So we literally layer it?
Yeah.
Okay. Once that's done,
we put we put some panko crumbs on top. Panko are Japanese cracker crumbs.
Could you make your own at home?
You could, but you would use breadcrumbs.
Right.
And I think the panko crumbs have got it over the bread in that they are actually slightly lighter.
All right, so I'm going to grab this. We, of course, want to know how we got to this point as well. So while we keep going and doing our thing, this is how we got to this point.
Slice tomatoes, season, drizzle with oil and thyme, then bake. Whisk flour into stock. Melt butter, add nutmeg, paprika, thyme, milk and stock, then boil. Add stock with flour, then simmer until thickened. Add cheeses, stir, then mix into pasta. Lay tomatoes into ramekins, top with pasta and more tomatoes. Sprinkle with crumbs and thyme, then bake until golden.
Keyword is cheese. Cheese to 33728. Now, I've already sprinkled my crumbs on top. I'm going to add a little bit more. And then, Michael, what else do I do?
Then we just pop it in the oven and leave it in there for about 20 minutes to half an hour, and it comes out looking like that.
It comes out looking like that.
And all these ingredients you can buy in your local pick and pan.
Oh, there you have it.
Yep.
The keyword cheese to 33728. So you get a link to the recipe, and also you can create this beautiful half slimline, beautiful dish at home. Well, from our kitchen, we're going to some entertainment news. Leigh-anne's got it.
We found goodness in goed gedacht olive oil and all the good they do for the community. Pick and Pay, always there for you.